praying for some peace for this grieving mother.
Okay, just keep moving, just keep moving.
I contacted Collins the first time. He gave me an earful. I reported to somebody. They said, okay, let's keep probing him. We will get the truth. He said to me he has to speak to a lawyer and he'll give me some information. When Amicia get to this country, I send her a message with Collins' number and all the details. I said, get somebody to take you to Collins' office.
Yeah, 1 second. Somebody else is talking. Someone else is talking on the background there, but continue, Roxanne. Go ahead. And just to let the listeners know, Roxanne happens to be a relative of the family, a close family. So continue, ma'am.
Of Amicia.
Yes.
When Collins said, he told me he took 2 days off from his job with an emergency. My words to him was, you started on the right foot because you wanted a scan, you wanted everything that was right. Why did you leave this country to go to Guyana and pronounce on something that you know it was wrong? He said he was up under pressure and he had to do what he did. So Darren Wade, we back to Darren Wade again. He is the person that put his credibility and everything on the line because all he had to do was the right thing. That's all we asked him, the right thing. We cannot change the right, but we could change the wrong. You don't have to change the truth, all the lies you have to change. And this is a whole set of lies just coming down the sleeve. And we need the right thing to come out now. The court, the government say you have to go to court. But when we go to court, what we would receive? Something that they doctored already? We don't need that.
So
we don't need that.
Absolutely,
but anyway,
absolutely not. If you can stick a pin there, please, Roxanne. And it's 37 minutes after 9. Those who are now joining us, we have the mother of Adriana Young with us, and we have relatives of Adriana Young and relative of Sir Brian also with us tonight. So here's my question, Roxanne. Why would Dr. Collins, according to you, you've had conversations with him and so forth, why was Dr. Collins so scared or fearful for his life whilst in Guyana?
Because, okay, I'm going to let out one little piece of information. You see that he was scared because they had him in a room. Darren said to him, the police need to speak to him for whatever reason. He said he never went to autopsy before and see so much police at one place. So he was fearful then. He didn't know he was getting into that because he leave here on good faith. But when he got there, I don't know what changed. I guess the police intimidate him. I don't know what happened. And then they set the stage on the outside. So he had to run through a door and head wherever Darren Wade took him again. And then back to the airport. Darren Wade has a lot of questions to answer. Nobody's putting his credibility on the line.
Let me interject, Roxanne. Let me interject further. Let me elaborate further on that. I was told by Collins that Darren Wade took him to a group of police officers. And I'm not going to come out and say that because that is for the court. I would like Darren Wade, again, we are only looking for transparency. I would like Darren Wade to say exactly, because the mother can bear witness. Darren Wade came back, beads of perspiration, sweating. Where did he took Dr. Collins? What was said to Dr. Collins? And I will go further in saying an attorney said to myself and Sir Brian, I will not call that attorney name, that Darren Wade told him that the police officer would like to speak to Collins without him, Darren Wade. Now, Darren Wade cannot be going around and saying things as though as if this family is bashing him. If you ain't go crab dance, you don't get your foot in mud.
Absolutely.
So
Now,
I don't want Darren Wade to tell himself that we are just coming with wild speculations and running his mouth and running and getting people involved and getting people bashing this family. We're already going through enough as family. We want no distraction. We're not looking for distraction.
They tried
What
to
we're
distract.
looking for, no, they will not distract us, because trust me, I got a song head on my shoulder. They
So,
will not distract me.
if you stick a pin for a moment there, please, and we understand the distraction coming from a corrupt government and a corrupt police force, because again, all this family is looking for, all they're asking for is justice. Now, let me... Sorry. Yeah. Now let's go back to the mother of Adriana Young. How, again, I think I asked you this question the last time. There's no justice, nothing at all. Mr. Irfan Ali visited you guys on several occasions, and it appeared as though he really wanted to do something, but God in heaven knows what, because he has not done anything thus far to ensure that you guys get justice. How does that make you feel when the state is against you, the police, the arm of the state, or arms of the states, or the state, sorry, they're against you as well? How does that make you and your family feel, ma'am?
Okay. In a situation like this, you're feeling safe because he came to say that he is going to leave no stone unturned, but the matter don't close in hand. He got the report or whatever, and he closed the case. So probably that is the stone that he never left unturned on his behalf.
I got you there. But let me ask this question.
Probably that is the justice system. There's a system that he has, but for me,
Something.
even if I was willing to vote this year for them, if they try, they're done.
Is your sister there? Is Amika there?
So let me ask you, thank you, ma'am.
She gone already.
Yeah, that's okay. Let me ask this question here as it pertains to the government, this allegations of covering up. We saw live at the hospital, the Georgetown Public Hospital, when the pathologists were there, Dr. Glenn Rudner, Dr. Collins, and Dr. Paul. All of them were there at the Georgetown Public Hospital conducting this autopsy of Adriana Young. Then suddenly we saw the police, for no reason, there was absolutely no reason for them to go out and started shooting people. Any one of you, was that where the cover-up started, to create chaos so that the pathologist can get out of there as quickly as possible and rush to the airport and out of the country?
Yes, that was, they set the stage. They set the stage so they could exit through the back, and who went where. They set the stage.
I want to say this. And I'm not putting my beliefs there. I'm saying this directly. The cover-up actually started during the meeting, because Amicia can bear witness. There were several meetings. Some of it, Amicia, they weren't present. So with Collins,
we weren't present. We weren't present at that.
When I made contact with Collins the first time, he gave me an earful. I reported to somebody.
I'm just going to make a video rather than answer every single comment that says the same thing on every single Adriana video I do. There was a time, a little bit over a week ago, when I said I wouldn't be covering Adriana's case anymore. The hatred had got so much that it felt like I was taken away from Adriana, and it was just coming away from like the factual aspects of the case, justice for Adriana. And there was something that happened that day that I'm not going to go into, that I just said, look, I'm done. Like, I can't do this. At the time, my little girl was poorly as well. There was a lot of things going on at home where I just didn't feel strong enough to constantly cover the same bases every day and have the same kind of hatred. Since then, I've had a little bit of a break. I was asked to come back on the case by family members, and I feel so much more able to cope with everything because I've had that little bit of a break. The hatred really isn't any of my business. What other people think of me is not my business. I understand for everyone who is upset that I've come back on the case, it's the same people that don't really want justice for Adriana or want us all to believe that she just drowned. We know the truth, we've seen the truth, and at the moment it's still a fact-finding mission of which lots of facts have been gathered. A lot haven't, because there were so many people there that day and so many people who were too scared to speak out. So at the moment we're just doing our little bit to keep Adriana's name trending, to keep the facts coming out, and to cover the aspects of her case. So people can stop leaving that comment now. It's obvious if I said I was quitting the case, but then I'm posting more content about Adriana, that I'm back on the case. Sometimes you add up 1 and 1 and you get 2. That's your answer. I'm going to just reply to this with a video because I'm not allowed in the comments to say what's up Dumbledore. You can't see what's going on up till now. The family knew she was drowned because they caused a whole set of problems, accusing the hotel owners, plus the family give a different story most of the time. If you mean Adriana's family, as in her immediate family, as in her mother, her father, her aunties, they've given a very, very concise story and timeline of what happened that day. Amicia was at work, so Brian had an awful headache that morning. Amika was due to do a class online with her students. That has never faltered. They were then called to the Doubleday Hotel where they were told that Adriana was missing. They went to the hotel. They looked in the pool, they looked around the hotel, they looked up and down the front of the hotel. So Brian even left at one point in a car to search the neighbourhood around the hotel. After that, the family stood outside the hotel for the next almost 20 hours while they refused to leave because they knew that something had happened to Adriana inside of that hotel. That's never changed. Yes, some of the other family members, such as Stefan, the grandmother, Pappy, they have given different statements or have refused to talk at all. And we have dealt with those issues over and over again, trying to bring forward their statement. Adriana did not just drown. Children do not drown in pools and become invisible for 20 hours. That's scientifically impossible. We all saw what we saw. If Adriana just drowned also, why did police officer Leroy Smith not only set fire to the hotel, but then the next day return and take the hard drive for all the cameras for the whole hotel, never for it to be seen again? Why did he even take the hard drive when apparently the cameras weren't even working? So I'm sure that it doesn't take a genius to work out that there was foul play involved in this case. We also have a very extinguished, amazing woman, Dr. Terry, who has a brilliant, exemplary track record in autopsies, who so far her only statement has been that she would be reluctant to say that Adriana Young drowned, that a full criminal investigation needs to be done, and there is a suspicious background around what happened to her. So if we just add up all of those facts together, 1 and 1 make 2, and what happened to Adriana was a murder.